Today we will talk about a film that is a great example of how to convey theme. My name is Akshay and this is. You tend to notice one or more themes in most films. Theme is basically a film's perspective on a central concept. The theme usually comes out of what the filmmaker wants to say through his or her work. In today's video, I will examine theme in Thappad, directed by Anubhav Sinha. It is written by Anubhav Sinha and Mrunmay Lagu. Before we go ahead, let me warn you, spoilers for this film will come up. So let's get to it. When I look at the larger subject matter of the film, it deals with the effects of patriarchy on women. When I examine Thappad a little more closely, I feel like the theme of the film is essentially about how a woman should live a life of dignity and respect. Bear in mind, this is my interpretation of the film. The beauty of the film is that it can be viewed through various perspectives. What I love about Thappad is how it applies its theme throughout the story. The protagonist Amrita is a homemaker happily married to Vikram, an ambitious man who aims to climb up the ladder in the corporate world. Amrita happily fulfills her role as homemaker, has a good family life, and teaches her neighbor's daughter dance. She is shown to be content with her life. However, this changes during a party that Vikram and Amrita host to celebrate Vikram's promotion that would relocate them to London. At this very party, Vikram gets a call informing him that his promotion is compromised. A furious Vikram becomes hostile with a senior colleague at the party. Amrita tries to defuse the situation by pulling him away, but Vikram vents his anger on her, giving her a tight slap. Something that has never happened before. This one slap forever changes the relationship between Amrita and Vikram. Later on, Vikram does not even take responsibility for his actions. And at this point, Amrita's self-esteem is shattered. Amrita feels she got so lost in the roles of being a great wife and a great homemaker that she forgot her own sense of self. The theme of the film is sometimes hinted in different moments in the film. Let's look at a few excerpts from the shooting script of the film. There might be differences in character name and dialogue from what is shown in the final film. In the beginning, Amrita's father Sachin makes a suggestion to her that would have great significance as the story progresses.
कुछ लोग ना दूसरों की खुशी में अपनी खुशी ढूंढ लेते हैं।
बेटा मम्मियों के पास वैसे भी बहुत चॉइस होती नहीं है, पर थोड़ी खुशी अपने लिए बचा लेनी चाहिए। अपनी खुशी खत्म हो जाती ना तो दूसरों की बहुत अच्छी नहीं लगती है।
Later on, Amrita meets her lawyer Netra for the first time. She seeks legal advice from her on her domestic dispute. This is what is discussed.
So just one slap then. That's unusual, Amrita. कुछ लोगों को unreasonable भी लग सकता है.
उन लोगों को उसने मुझे थप्पड़ मारा ये अनरीजनेबल नहीं लग सकता?
लगे भी तो तुम्हारा रिएक्शन अनरीजनेबल लग सकता है.
खुद की रिस्पेक्ट नहीं कर पा रही हूँ मैं. हाउसवाइफ हूँ, चॉइस थी, किसी ने फोर्स नहीं किया था. कंप्लेन नहीं कर रही हूँ. इनफैक्ट खुश थी उसके ड्रीम्स में, उसकी लाइफ में पार्टिसिपेट करके. तो शायद इस सब में ने आपको ऐसा बना लिया जिसको थप्पड़ मारा जा सकता होगा. ये अनरीजनेबल नहीं है. नहीं मार सकता. जस्ट अ स्लैप, पर नहीं मार सकता.
तुम क्या चाहती हो?
खुश रहना चाहती हूँ. जब बोलूँ कि खुश हूँ तो झूठ ना लगे.
Amrita seeks a divorce from Vikram, and both face the repercussions of this legal battle. This is the primary conflict in the film. However, there are so many more layers to this film other than Amrita and Vikram's relationship. Almost every female character in the film is thematically connected to Amrita's story. Her maid Sunita, her neighbor Shivani, her mother Sandhya, her lawyer Netra, her mother-in-law Sulakshana, and her future sister-in-law Swati. It is through all these supporting characters where Thappad is able to expand its theme. We are shown several male-female relationships which show various aspects of the theme. You have Swati, who is on Amrita's side the whole time and has to deal with her boyfriend Karan, Amrita's brother, who empathizes with Vikram. Sulakshana does not feel valued by her husband and instead chooses to live with Vikram rather than him. There is Sunita, who suffers domestic violence at the hands of her husband. There is Netra, a renowned and highly successful lawyer who is unable to stand up to her husband Rohit's domineering behavior. It feels like patriarchy is like oxygen, present everywhere you go. That is one powerful and haunting aspect of the theme. Firstly, it shows that women of any age are at the receiving end of patriarchy, regardless of their social status. There are also two supporting characters that reveal a different variation on the theme. Shivani is a widow who, through few conversations, is believed to have had a wonderful husband, and this shows that there are always good men out there. Sandhya, though having a very loving and respectful husband in Sachin, still feels he should have encouraged her to pursue her passions. This bitter truth does make Sachin realize that he may have been wonderful to his wife, but he never may have thought of understanding her own personal needs. Amrita's fight for her own self-respect inspires characters like Netra and Sunita. Sunita finally becomes a fighter and stands up to her abusive husband. Netra decides to start her own law firm so that she can be finally free from the suffocating shadow of her husband. Thappad is able to present its theme in a very nuanced way, without reducing the power in its message. When you discuss patriarchy in a film, one can easily paint men as pure villains in order to drive the message. But I feel Thappad does not do that. Vikram's main flaw is not paying attention to Amrita's need to be respected. And when he realizes his flaw, it is already too late for him to fix things. Karan, who nearly got physically violent with Swati, finally realizes how wrong he was in making the same mistake as Vikram and truly is apologetic to Swati. Towards the end of the film, Sachin brings out an old harmonium for Sandhya as a way to revive her passion for music. Sulakshana has moved back in with her husband. He is shown checking her blood sugar and she starts walking to improve her health. Shivani's daughter spends time with a boy who she considers to be a nice person. Months later, we see a visibly pregnant Amrita and Vikram meet in court to finalize their divorce. In the very end, Amrita leaves driving her car herself, something she was not able to do in the beginning of the film, which is almost symbolic of her independence. In the end, the problems in the film do not necessarily end for good. However, everyone seems to be in a better place after what that slap has done. Like Amrita, most of the women in the film realize their self-worth in a while, and that defines the theme of Thappad. Let me know what you think about this video in the comments below. You can follow this channel on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up and please do share this all around. Script Insight is thankful to the Script Room for the promotion of this video. If you love cinema and screenwriting, then hit that subscribe button right here for more content. Thanks for watching and I will see you guys next time.